Hello everybody, there we go. It took me a little bit. I'm just going to do a little bit of streaming of this one. We're going to see if we can't get a little further along. Let's go ahead and get ourselves in here. After I turn down the volume there for the just watching the stream myself. Alrighty, so if memory serves, we got a further bit along. All I needed to do was get me some lapis. Wait for everything to kind of load in here. Generator's still going. It's taking a little longer to load than I expected, but that's okay. I think the PC is still trying to catch up. It looks like super choppy there, but I'm willing to bet it's because I just don't have much bandwidth. So I am going to do real quick, pop out the chat. Let's see. Let's see what I can do here. See if it actually caught back up again. This, sir, is what's called Tekkit. One second. Got a little bit of a playback issue going on. It looks like it's working alright for you, but let me go ahead and just gotta get the mixer chat popped out here. There we go. And then I can keep an eye on the viewer list here. There we go. So this is a game called Tekkit. It is nothing more than very, very heavily modified Minecraft. So you have a lot of things that you don't normally have in the base game. Different trees, new ores, and all that stuff. You have copper, and yeah, heavily modified. Actually, we're getting ready to go to what's called the Quarry. You can see the machine off in the distance there. It's using solar panels to pretty much power this device that acts as a big local area bore that just drills away into the earth. And then whenever it, can't really see the animation, but whenever it gets and gathers, it puts into the chest. Yeah, this is my this is my jam, man. So, let me see what I can do here. I want to get a couple more solar panels built quick, just to make it go faster, because the more power you feed that thing, the faster it goes. I don't know if I have enough. Oh, sir, I can show you the way. It's if you already have Minecraft, I believe you could still use your Windows 10 version key. If you had the Java version, you can use it or whatever for credentials, because it requires you to have at least bought it once in order to use this. But think of it like the way that I ended up failing to kind of inform Kabatsky about it was that if you think of it like Fallout, right? So Fallout, oops, wrong one. Fallout has a bunch of mods that they allow third-party authors to kind of tie on to it. So that's kind of the same thing that this allows you to do. But we can certainly show you the way. So this is going to be, I think, episode 5 of the series. The first 2 are up on the YouTube. That kind of show you the starting point and all that. But once you get the quarry kind of a thing, you don't have to worry about doing any sort of mining, really. The only thing I need right now in order to start another mod is lapis, because mod authors hated the fact that there was no real good use for lapis, so they decided to make one of their own. So, let's see here. Tie that in. Oh, I can actually double up there. I didn't even think about that. Of all the times I've played this game, I never once thought to just do that. Huh. Well, I feel foolish. That's alright. Where do I want this thing to be put in? I can just put it on the edge here, I guess. Maybe. There we go. Now it's going to move a little bit faster. Now, since this is only going to work in daylight because it's solar power, that's one of the reasons why I really need a single piece of lapis, because then I can create pretty much the same thing that will then run non-stop whenever I get a glowstone block over top of it. So it can go 24 hours essentially. Even when the sun sets, it can come at the same speed. So sleeping will no longer be much of an issue for that then. And you'll be proud to know that I got the cable put on order so that I can actually not have as much dropped frames and not have as much lag, or hopefully not as much tear. The only limiting factor then at that point in time is going to be the PC, because it is quite a bit older. But that's okay. That's getting full. Let me see here. Still kind of tweaking on some of my settings to see and make sure that I'm showing proper. So hold on a second while I tab back over quick. Yeah, I think your boy would be all about this thing, truthfully. Yeah, I think looks like, let's do a little bit of a test here. Hopefully that kind of picks up. Hopefully the delay is not too bad. Turn that on. I think you would, honestly, because the thing that I showed her before, Bama, that I don't think I got or I haven't showed you yet, is when you open up your inventory to see all of the things that you can create. This is a mod called Not Enough Items, and so there's 15 pages of things that can be crafted or whatever, and they're all various facades and discs and computers, and these things are farm blocks, which automate farming, and they'll auto plant, they'll auto farm, all kinds of stuff like that. It's just a ton of frickin' fun. Okay. Come on, lapis. It's a very simple request. You can, it requires a dedicated server, so it's not like it's really Realms supported so much as it does do servers, but they have to usually be housed by somebody, so it's usually a paid service. And they do have public servers that you can always jump in, that you can always jump into if you really wanted to. For a while, I actually maintained a private server, and it was only, I want to say it was only $10 a month, and I think it was a maximum of about 10 to 20 people. So it might be something that down the road, if there's enough interest in the community to do, I'll be more than happy to kind of do that. Otherwise, it would be I could start up a game on my PC, have it act as a server, and then you could just connect to it and play through that. But it still requires having to download the mod pack, but that's super easy to do. So, yep, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I like it too. I'm actually going to show you a little piece that is also equally sexy. So one of the big quarrels that I always had with the game is that there was no way to like kind of max out, at least I should say vanilla Minecraft. There's no way to max out the ores that you mine, right? Like whenever you go to get an ore, you have one ore that creates one ingot, and that's just the end of the discussion. Well, that's not really the case in this game. So you have things like this called a macerator, which is powered by electricity. And so, by the way, you'll be proud to know that this does use actual physics and electric principles. So this is low voltage, right? If I were to connect high voltage to it, it would make the machine explode unless I actually used a transformer to step down. But this thing is a macerator, and if I were to put, say, where did the iron go? Here we go. For every one ore that I put into here, I get 2 dust in return. And for each dust that I get, I can then bake each dust into a single ingot. So instead of only getting 1 ingot out of a ore, I can get, as you'll see here shortly, 2 dust, which then gets baked into 2 separate ingots. So you double your output just by having that one machine. And there's other versions of it in the game, depending on the mod that you go with, but this is the very early version of that. So you have to use electricity and generate it and all that fun stuff. So it gets to be a little bit heavy on the consumption, but for the most part, it is fucking awesome. Okay, now to put these things all in. There we go. This is the other feature that I like, is that these little buttons, they do sorting for you, so you can sort it by columns or rows. So if I wanted it in columns or by rows, and I believe it sorts it by the internal number. So like how you see at the end of copper ore, it says 2331. That's 15. I believe it's by number. Yeah. 2228, 2227, something to that effect. And I think you can set the actual sorting rules if you wish. But there, 2 dust into 2 ingots. I fucking love it. Some of them don't crush down into anything, so you have to do nothing but just throw them in and bake them like normal. But eventually you can make jetpacks, so I don't have to actually walk, I can just fly around. You can have electric tools, so instead of making picks and stuff of that sort, you just make sure that they're charged and drill. It's literally like a diamond tip drill. So the good thing about this one, because there's other types of quarries, there's one, well not really quarries, but other devices. There's one using a thing called computer craft, which is turtles. And turtles are nothing more than actual machine blocks for different reasons. So you've got a melee turtle if you want to... I'm sorry. Apologies to your wife if you could. So the mining turtle very literally is a box that you put on the ground and it has an axe on the side of it. And then you tell it things to either tunnel. If you say tunnel, it's going to build a 2x2x2, I believe, or 2x2x3, I think. Tunnel for the distance that you tell it to, or you can tell it to dig, and that'll be, if you do say dig 4, it would actually dig the diameter of 4 until it can't do so. If it runs into lava or water, it tends to stop. You have to keep fuel in it. But this guy here, he will continue to go until such time as he hits bedrock, and then as soon as he hits bedrock, he stops. So then you have to move him. And before long, I have a feeling we're going to kind of get close to that, because we are sitting at... Where's my Y? I'm at 69, and so it's kind of making his way pretty decently. So I will say that there's something about this that's very therapeutic. When I actually do, oh, is that? No, that's not, that's Sapphire. When I do get the jetpack or the hover pack or whatever, I tend to go down there and pick up the ores that are in the walls here that you kind of see missing. Exactly. And instead of carrying them all the way back, I can actually throw them toward the end of this little drill bit. And what it'll do is it'll just suck them up and put them straight into the chest for me, so I don't even have to worry about it. But what I want to do, I think, is start getting some sorting stuff going if I can. Let me do some item teleportation pipes here whenever I get done sleeping. Or see what they're going to take. See if I have the right amount of EMC, because I think it takes gold gears or some sort. Or did I already make them? Nope, I didn't. So, item teleport. Oh, no, that's a logistics. I just need item teleport. So 2 gold gears and a glass block, and then I just use one of those with a redstone to make it for the energy, but I don't need to worry about that yet. So, there we go. And glass block. Okay, now I want to teach this so that down the road I can always use more. And what I'm going to do now, do I have enough? I do. Iron chest. Rather than having to go all the way out there to see what the heck's going on, here's what I can do. There. I am going to receive only on channel 1. Go ahead and wait to sleep, and then we'll finish that up. Okay. So. First thing I'll have to do is kill power to it, otherwise it'll keep mining. Which isn't a bad thing, but whenever you break things coming out the top, everything that it's mining is just going to come flying out the top. So do that. Take those back. Right on the top. And that guy is going to be send only on frequency 1, right? So now we shouldn't see anything going into the pipe. Bink. Of course you didn't. It's because I had the wrong one. There. So, nothing's going into the pipe, nothing's flying out of it, so that's good. Everything... Oh, wait, is it because it's adjacent? It is. Let me try this again. Hold on. Because it usually is everything on this on the top. There. Just get everything out as best I can. Ran out of space. I'll just break this for now. There. And we'll see if we can just get it to kind of work. Bink. There we go. Okay. I'll come back for that stuff here in a second. Put transporter under for the... Oh, no, it ejects out the top as one of the outputs. The issue was that I had the chest next to it, so somehow it had kind of bypassed it. But what we should see now, right, is all the items that were going there are now coming here, so I don't have to run all the way out. Just that fun. Yeah, right? So, this is one of the reasons why I just love it. I love how much you can do with this game now whenever you modify it. Bauxite does not, cassiterite does not, and galena does not, but the others can be broken down. There. So what you can do then... Ooh, uranium. I can't wait to do that. That's one thing we'll get into, is, which is that? It's 4090. can bake it for later. One thing you can do is nuclear reactors eventually to get massive amounts of power. But we are going to run out of storage on that guy very quickly. Let's see if I have enough gold to make my upgrade. I'm going to upgrade the chest because every level higher for this little iron chest holds more items. Nope, I want you. That's not what I wanted. I was putting in the wrong pot. Iron. Take one out. And this guy. So this is the cool thing about this little one. The trick behind the project table is that you have it open, you put your stuff in, and if you need to walk away, you can exit out. It doesn't fly anywhere. You can go back to it, and it's right there. Okay, now ready for this? So first thing, we count, it's regular, looks like a double chest, I believe, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So 6 by 9. So we do this, bink, it's now a gold chest. And there you go. Now has more space. And it stopped running because... because it's done. Okay, so we are gonna have to move everything. Oops. There we go. At least I think it's done. Yep, there you go. So you can see it's all the way down to bedrock. And we have to move it. So, we're going to go ahead and do that now. And because of that chest having the receive 1 on it, I don't have to do anything special. There. To set it up again, all I have to do is just set this whole device up, the rig. As you can see, I already got one hole drilled all the way through. And we're just going to move it a little further away, I think. One of my favorite parts of setting up the quarry, though, is when it first turns on and getting to watch it spit everything out to kind of set up the framework that you saw. It's just so cool because it just comes flying out of the top of it and lands in place. And once I get lapis, assuming I can actually set a custom size for the quarry so it's not just this default size. I can make it larger. Yep. Sure can. That's actually what I was just saying. So you make markers, which is nothing more than a redstone torch and a piece of lapis over top of it, and you need 3 of them, but you can make them up to a 64 by 64. And then you can just gut the world, really. Okay, so I need... let's go over here. Let's go cut out a chunk of the world over here, I guess. Oops, wrong one. Wrong device. There, quarry. Okay, so, bink, there. So that is going to be the frame. The device keeps the chunks loaded, so it can keep running within the time within the constraints of the frame. Since it's on PC, you can hit a button. I can't remember which one it is to show the chunks and the chunk lines. But take this guy. Don't need him. Need him. Go ahead and set him on top. Send only frequency 1. And then we need to build our solar array. So, as I'm building this, I'm gonna let it kind of build up power because it has some internal storage, and then whenever it gets set off, it's just gonna go nuts. So we just do one way. I have 17, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, nope, 15. And the others we'll just put at the very end. So the rule of thumb is whenever you need to do an extraction on something, whether it be item or liquid or power, right? You use a wood pipe, and that's your input from whatever machine you're trying to grab it from. So for the most part, you will need a wooden pipe to go first, and it's only one directional, it'll only pull it out. And the reason why I did it in this configuration is because you don't want it to be in a circle, because then you get yourself into a loop, and the loops don't necessarily deliver power to the machine, so they can kind of be a bit of a detriment. And since the wood pipes only connect to a single object, they don't connect to themselves, you don't have to worry about them, as you can see, creating a loop. Hard to see this way, but they only touch the piece that they're connecting to. So, oops. Go ahead and just make this a little easier. Just put that on the end so they can connect. There we go. So what we'll see is, you see how in the top it says RF. That's a redstone flux is what they call it. This one can store 40,000 redstone flux. That's just the wooden pipe by itself. So when we put these in place, it'll start storing them up, or storing up the redstone flux. And the solar panels themselves also have 250,000 redstone flux, and that'll stay there until such a time as I complete the circuit, which I am 1 shy. And that's perfectly fine by me. We're going to go ahead and let this kind of cook. I'm going to grab one more gold kinesis pipe, sleep, and then we'll come back, turn it on, and we'll watch it go nuts. Kinesis. There we go. And I can put this stuff in there because I don't necessarily need it right now. We will do this because I want to start fresh. Put in what I can. There. And then these guys can go over here. This guy can pull him out and then start cooking him. There we go. There's a lot of clicking. That's one thing I did notice about the game. So there's always a lot of clicking. And then hold that thought. Okay. Alright, now, here we go. Get potato quick. Alright, back out. Oh, that's a wood. I can't use a wood. I need a gold kinesis. Since the wood is only the input, and I need it as a part of an output because it's going into another system. Search for kinesis, grab a gold. Here we go. This is by far one of my favorite parts, so I'm stoked. Here we go. Watch inside of here, you're going to see a blue line, and that's the redstone flux that comes flying out of it. So, there. Look at that. Just building out its frame. As soon as it gets done with the frame, you're going to see the drill show up. There it goes, and it's going to burn through all of that stored up energy before it settles down into a regular stream. This is why, like, you know, more solar panels or more power going into it, the faster and better, more efficient it is, really. It's getting closer. There we go. And so that's about the pace that it's going to be doing for the time that it's just kind of going. Nice little clip. So we'll go see. I think it just got nothing more than mostly dirt and a little bit of cobble, but really plowed right through it, which is nice. So, let's see. Yep, and of course some seeds, but I can take all of these and I'm gonna go do this guy here. And this is another part of one of the, this is a part of the mod that does the, that big table over here that I keep tossing stuff into, right? This is the same mod. It's called Project E. Hey, Shine. Let's see here. Just toss this stuff in here so I can get some EMC value out of it. Oh, is it? Oh, that's not good. Is that a bit better? Huh, I must have hit the bumper. Is that... yeah, okay, good. Sorry about that. Okay. So that processed. Almost have a single diamond, but got quite a bit coming in. Ah, sorry, Bama. No, it must have been me. I think at one point I had turned it down, thinking that it was a little too high, but apparently I turned it down too far, so. So, what I might do is start getting some sorting going, because what I can do is I can use pipes. As soon as it comes in here, use a sorter. Oh, shoot. Well, it's good that you said something, though. So what I can do, though, is I can build a sorting pipe, pretty much, that'll take anything that's not certain ores, and I take it over one spot, and the other stuff I can have it dump it somewhere else if I want. So I think I might do that. Let me get another iron chest. And why not do iron to gold upgrade? Let's go here, then pink. Gonna put him, teach him to this. There we go. So I can always use more instead of having to make the upgrade every time. Gonna go ahead, pull these guys all out. I don't have an axe, but that's alright, I don't care. There. Put him away for now. And then I just need 2 diamond and a glass to make that one, but I need gold item pipes. Yeah, I have a tendency to do that a lot. I don't know why. Here we go. There. Diamond sorting pipe. Well, transport pipe, I guess. This just gives very basic sorting capability. Which I can't really do yet because it is still running. So if I were to do a quick kill of this guy. Come on, come on, come on. Is the volume okay now, or do I need to kind of still tweak it up? Because I do have some room to move it if need be. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay. Oh, that's right, you got next, didn't you? Did I read that right? I think I saw you say that. Oh, another new toy. Oh, nice. Okay, so what you do with this guy is gonna run a few pipes here first. First one's gonna go there. There. So not the prettiest, right? But what you do is you click on the pipe and you see the colors. You've got a green on this side, black on the bottom. Anything that's not going to fall into the green filter. So if it is one of these types of blocks, right? Which I think those are the same. Those are. I don't need it twice. So zinc, iron, tin. That's a different tin. We'll do a different copper. Bauxite can go where it is. Gold can go here. Ryzen 7. Oh, that's nice. So I saw a deal on the Amazon outlet store, actually, and I was really kind of hoping to get my hands on it at some point in time. It wasn't that bad of a price either. So I will have to get something soon because this thing's really kind of dying on me. Alright, so what this does is anything that's in the green layer will go down the green pipe. If it's not in the green layer, it'll go toward the, I guess you could say, path of least resistance, right? And then that'll be anything else will fall in here. So all your cobblestone or, you know, sand and everything else like that will just kind of come into the chest. Otherwise, there we go. Put these guys in here, except for bauxite. Put the bauxite in here. I could, I guess, put another gold one over to here and put down in here the junk that I don't want, but we'll save that for a bit. Rather, we're gonna go hook this guy up quick again. Oh, I'll definitely have to. I look forward to seeing what the quality increase does for you. So once we hook this guy up, we should start to see automatic sorting. It used to show the animations for an item actually floating through the pipe, but I'm wondering if some of the lowered graphic detail that I had selected may have disabled that, just because it's, again, not the greatest computer. Someday, though. Yeah, I can't say that I wouldn't be gushing all over the keyboard myself whenever I get something new. Hell, I just get excited because things work half the time on this thing. Alright, there we go. Oh, so you can see this, the pieces go through. So see, there's everything that's not a part of the green pipe, and as soon as we hit something that does belong to that green filter, we'll see it go across and down into this chest. So just for a quick little study, it's 59 iron. I'm guessing iron will be one of the next ones that kind of hits it. We'll just kind of keep here and watch it for a smidge. Maybe we'll get some iron. Be nice. Who did you get your computer through there, Bama? Maybe we'll get something. There we go. There goes iron. So you can see it now going through the green side. It's going to get zipped. So the piece, or the thing about gold pipes, is as you saw it kind of start out slow, it gathers, or gains momentum as it flies through. So the longer the gold pipe, there you go, it'll actually push it out and make it go faster, so you don't have to wait as long. If you had things that were set to timing, you could do that. If I wanted to, I could have it set to automatically pull items out of here, dump it into our macerator to start doing that, and then I could subsequently pull it out of the macerator and put it into the iron furnace, and so on and so forth. So this is all about kind of creating a factory of automation, and it is a delight. Got cobblestone in there. I think that was my doing, though. Yellowite. Just cook that up and get the yellowite ore, or the yellowite ingot. Okay, more yellowite, that's good. Even more yellowite coming down. That's the kind of thing that I really like about these pipes, is that you can see what's coming through them. So if something catches your eye as you're running by, you can just grab it and go. Did I put the yellowite? I didn't think I had. Where did I put that yellowite? Guess I didn't do anything with it. Huh. I did. Oh, that's where that's where refined uranium comes from. Gotcha. Oi. That'd be a good amount of EMC, which is needed to create things. And doing a quick check here. Let's see. Where do you guys want to do a hub? Oh, this is in the hardcore realm here. What about where your first place was? Okay. Would really like to see some lapis, but some more uranium. I just genuinely need one single piece of lapis, because I can toss it into this here. I don't think there's a way that I can actually transmute anything from lapis. Nether lapis, no. Regular lapis into a grinder. Dense lapis. It's a lapis block. I don't have lapis comb, so no, there's no way that I can get lapis from nothing. Which sucks. Only one way for that, obviously. Sigh. Never would have thought lapis would have been my limiting factor to get forward progress. But what can you do? Alright, so I think I am going to take a quick break. I am going to swap over some laundry, and then I am gonna probably jump into the hardcore realm and do a little streaming from that. Or I might just play. I don't know yet. We'll see. But really appreciate you guys coming by. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, hit me up. Let me know. If you want to know how to download it, it's going to be in the descriptions on YouTube. Or I can shoot some links over to people if they're curious. So, Bama, good luck with your computer. Enjoy it, sir. Mr. Shine, thank you so much for coming by. Congrats again on the XCOM 2 win.